The day I came to Afghanistan and the day I left, there were explosions in Kabul. All channels of local television were showing live images from the scenes, blaming those attacks on Taliban. I must say, both times my foreign friends living in Kabul alerted me about those explosions, whereas the locals in my street were seemingly paying no attention either to the television reports or the faraway sound of the shooting. Kids were going to their schools, cars were negotiating their spaces in ever-busy streets of the city. The shopping mall was living its usual life with lots of relaxed onlookers. And this contrast between the explosions happening somewhere else and the rest of the vast unreported ordinary life was the biggest paradox which I witnessed during this trip to Afghanistan. I traveled this time from Kabul to Mazar-i-Sharif, then to Balkh, Shibirgan, from there on to the eastern part of the northern Afghanistan, to Samangan, Khanabad, Kunduz and Talaqan. So I had seen quite a lot of ordinary life scenes of typical Afghanistan. In Shibirgan, several young people have set up a new television station which broadcasts in local languages, in Uzbek and Turkmen. Programs include variety of topics, from the traditional Quranic readings to the latest trends in internet literacy. The latter were so snazzy that they unshamedly ended with erroneous takes. More than a half of the TV staff are the local students, working voluntarily after their studies. Not everyone aspires for the future and new technologies. Balkh is a historic city of ancient poets, shrines and holy places. People make living out of pilgrims coming to see those sites. In this hujra, dervishes smoke kilims charged with cannabis and tell the long myths and stories to curious truth seekers. Afghanistan was infamous for a number of drug addicts and poppy growing on the industrial scale. Now more and more fields grow grains like wheat and rice. While traveling along the northern Afghanistan, one can see farmers harvesting and shaving. The country is certainly on the move, both figuratively and literally. Young people who define the future of the country are much more relaxed. Everywhere they play different games, relax and enjoy their lives. Be it in Shibirgan, Talaqan or in Kabul, parks are full of young people. It wasn't the case during the Taliban rule. Then the life of the Afghan society seemed to me similar to fully skimmed, decreamed milk. If I look for a metaphor now, in the shadows of summer parks, I would compare it to a tree which roots down into the soil. Yes, the horrific, deadly attacks still shake up cities and villages of Afghanistan. The magnifying glass of the world media duly concentrates mostly on those incidents. Yet, the amplifying nature of media that sometimes overscales these events at the expense of missing the vast rest of Afghan life may distort the real picture of the country which struggles for its future.